Hi, dear cricket fans. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. This is Ram, your host, once again with the ICC 2020 World Cup proceedings. Well, as you know, today the ICC 2020 World Cup started in the West Indies. Kick-starting the tournament was New Zealand versus Sri Lanka match, and what a match we had today. The ICC 2020 World Cup couldn't have had a better start than this. Basically, it was down to the wire, and with just one ball to spare, Nathan McCullum smote Lasith Malinga for a six over long off to actually win the match. Well, but it was a really very tense finish at the stadium. Well, just look at how things went on there. But again, dear cricket fans, I do apologize that for 2 days I couldn't come with cricket happenings because I had done 12 cricket previews the other day, so I took a 2 day break. Well, I'm back here once again, and dear cricket fans, the action is going to be recapped by me from today till the World Cup ends on 16th of May. Well, today the first match kick-started the tournament of the ICC 2020 World Cup in the West Indies. This was played at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. And the first match, well, New Zealand were the ones who actually were victors, but Sri Lanka were the ones who actually won the toss and chose to bat. Well, Jayawardene and Dilshan started off proceedings, and the bowling was taken by Nathan McCullum, who was given the ball, the brother of Brendan McCullum, and the off-spinner. He started proceedings along with Shane Bourne. Well, things went on. In fact, there was a 35 runs added in the 6 overs, with Jayawardene also hitting a very good six. In fact, Jayawardene opened the innings along with Tilakendra Dilshan, the off form, and Tilakendra Dilshan continued to disappoint today. And well, he was struggling with the bowling of Nathan McCullum and Shane Bourne, getting nothing right here. And Jayawardene kept on getting runs and moving the scoreboard. In fact, the 35 runs which you see on the board in the raised in 6 overs is thanks to Mahela Jayawardene, who in fact, the end point was the highest scorer for Sri Lanka. But well, the first wicket to go was Tilakendra Dilshan. It was clean ball with Jacob Oram for 3 with his score on 35 for 1 after 6 overs. In the 6th over, Kumar Sangakkara got the pressure onto him with Saudi and Oram, everybody tightening up the screws there. And Sangakkara was clean ball by Styris for 4 and 2 down for 44 Sri Lanka. After that, there was a very good partnership between Jayawardene and it was Chandimal who actually made his debut today, and it was a good debut for him, where from 44 for 2, Jayawardene and Chandimal actually took on the score to 103. Chandimal also hit a very good six of the bowling of I reckon it was Scott Styris whom he smote him for a six, and showed some sense of urgency. And Mahela Jayawardene on the other end was actually scoring runs. He was scoring runs gleefully, and he was actually carrying on the form that he had in the IPL by actually getting the boundaries of all the bowlers, and he was looking very good at the other end. But Chandimal was the next one to go. When Nathan McCullum had him caught, it was a very good catch by Ross Taylor in the deep. Chandimal gone 29 of 23 balls, 1-4 and 1-6. After that, Kapilgardra hit 1-6. 1-6 of the bowling of Shane Bourne, but Bourne was too smart for it. He had him caught by Nathan McCullum. He was gone for 11. Angelo Matthews was caught. McCullum bowled Bourne 3. Jayasuriya, and Jayasuriya in fact came in today as the 7th batsman. It was not out or not. It was very surprising that Jayasuriya was given such a position, but Jayasuriya couldn't get even a ball. And then Mahela Jayawardene was gone. He was gone. He was the 4th wicket to go. Caught McCullum, bowled Saudi for 81 of just 51 balls, 8 fours and 2 sixes. A very good effort by Mahela Jayawardene, I thought. And as far as New Zealand, in fact, Sri Lanka had 135 on the board for 6 wickets. Nathan McCullum 3 overs, 1 for 17. Shane Bourne 2 for 35. Saudi 1 for 21. Jacob Oram 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 23. Vettori 4 overs, none for 23. Scott Styris 1 for 13. As far as the New Zealand innings were concerned, it all started with Brendan McCullum and Jesse Ryder opening the batting for New Zealand. And well, the score, looking at the score, it was 135, 6.75 runs an over. Well, they couldn't get a good start. In fact, Angelo Matthews nipped the wicket of Brendan McCullum. It was caught Malinga bowled Matthews for a duck, so they were 0 for 1 at the stage. After that, Ryder was the one who did what Jayawardene, only to a certain extent, I would say. The other end, Martin Guptill did a beautiful, sweet six of Lasith Malinga, absolutely straight. He just lofted him for a six. And Jesse Ryder, on the other hand, was also clubbing some good sixes. He hit 1-6 of, in fact, Matthews was bowling well at the other end after he got the wicket of Brendan McCullum. And then Martin Guptill and Ryder combined to take the score on to 62 in the ninth over. And after that, it was Jesse Ryder who was gone. Jesse Ryder contributed 42 of 27 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. And Muralidharan came in and, in fact, clean bowled him for 42. So that was the 62. Ryder was the one who actually showing a lot of urgency over there. And after that, Guptill soon followed by Yorker from Jayasuriya, claimed the wicket of Guptill for 19. And there was a bit of pressure on the New Zealand innings there, 66 for 3 at the stage. And Ross Taylor was there at the middle, along with Scott Skidis. And the bowling was also sharp at the time. Muralidharan and Jayasuriya operating, and they were keeping things tight there. Suddenly, Scott Skidis was gone. Ajanta Mendes came in and clean bowled Scott Skidis for 17 of 21 balls with 1-4. And also, Ross Taylor was gone at the score on 86. So before Skies, Taylor also gone. Taylor was Scott Matthews bowled Muralidharan for 9 of 15 balls. And the New Zealand this time 5 for 96 in the 17th over. And now, dear cricket fans, I'm going to take you to the excitement. The 17th over going on. Mendes bowled to Oram. Oram was at the crease along with Vettori, and Oram hit 2 massive sixes of the bowling of Ajanta Mendes. It was both these sixes were actually launched over long on, and Oram suddenly turned the match. 17th over, end of over 17, 15 runs were taken. New Zealand were 110 for 5 at that stage, and 26 runs were required from 3 overs. Malinga bowled a beautiful over in the 18th over when Vettori was at the crease, and he kept Vettori absolutely quiet, and Oram too, and conceding only 6 runs. So more pressure on New Zealand. 116 for 5 at the stage. 20 runs were required from 2 overs, which is absolutely possible. But suddenly Velagadra came in and nipped up 2 wickets. He actually clean bowled Jacob Oram with a straighter one, and Oram was gone. Bowled Velagadra for 15, and then Hopkins was also run out in the same over, run out for 1. And after that, Vettori managed to just hit 1 boundary. And end of over 19, New Zealand were 126 for 7. And this is the last over which I'm going to recount to you, dear cricket fans. Lasith Malinga is the bowler. Nathan McCullum is at the other end. And the first ball, so 10 runs required from the last over ball by Lasith Malinga. Now Malinga comes and bowls to McCullum. The first ball is a Yorker, dug in, and there's a single. The second ball bowled by Malinga to Vettori. Oh, this is something which Sri Lanka would really be ruining, because what happened was that Vettori tried to steer. Sangakkara, actually they ran for a bye. Sangakkara sent the ball to Malinga, and Malinga couldn't underarm into the stumps. He was having all the time in the world to do so, but he still missed. So the third ball was bowled by Malinga to McCullum, and Nathan McCullum beautifully flicked him through the gap between fine leg and deep square leg for a boundary. And then it was reduced to 4 of 3. But still there was pressure, and suddenly Nathan McCullum and Vettori, there's a misunderstanding. The second run Vettori went for, he's run out for 17 or 15 balls, 1-4, and then that's a 3, and then there is just 3 runs required. But Malinga and bowling to Nathan McCullum, and well, Nathan McCullum has dealt the winning blow there. He has struck a very good 6 of the bowling of Malinga that has gone over long off. And that's it. The match is all over, done and dusted. New Zealand are home. New Zealand have won that match by just with 1 ball remaining, and New Zealand has won this by 2 wickets. So what a match here. Nathan McCullum remained not out on 16 of 6 balls, 1-4 and 1-6, took away the man of the match for sure, and 139 for 8 New Zealand finished with, and you couldn't have a better kickstart for the ICC 2020 World Cup in West Indies today. The bowling figures: 2 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 7 from Angelo Matthews. Velagadra, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 21. Mendes, 4 overs, 1 for 34. Very costly. Malinga, 3.5 was no maiden, 1 for 33. Not hitting his straps today. Muralidharan, 4 no maiden, 2 for 25. Jayasuriya, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 17. The first match, ICC 2020 World Cup, New Zealand beating Sri Lanka. So that's it, dear cricket fans. I'll be back with the next match report where West Indies have trounced Ireland, and I'll be back with that report soon. That's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.